Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. What is up? Happy New Year, happy 2019. I hope this is your year if last year wasn't, and if it was, then I hope this year is even more amazing. I hope you guys have lots of health, joy, happiness, love, all that good stuff. Health, very important, health. And yeah, I just hope you guys have an amazing 2019. So with that being said, I am so excited to be doing this video. I'm gonna be doing my 2018 Best of Beauty. There are quite a few products that I have been using that I really love. Not all of these products are like brand new. Some of them are, some of them are not. But still, they're the products that I've loved. So pretty much, I'm just gonna show you guys the products that I just kept going back to every time I wanted my makeup to look good. So let's get started. The first products I wanna talk about are travel bags and travel makeup bags. They're all from Sephora, which I know is a little bit pricey, but honestly, the quality is just so good. I have a few other makeup traveling bags. I have like the really big MAC one. It's just really big. But generally for a weekend to like 4-day trip, these were the bags that I was using. So the first one that I want to talk about is this. So this is the Sephora Duo Pouch. I really like the size of these. The zippers are a little bit annoying, but they are very sturdy. So this section right here, like, it bends enough, but you know it's not flimsy. At least my zippers have not broken. And then the pouch is nice and big, so then it looks like it's mesh, but it's lined with I guess a plastic line, which is amazing because if anything spills in there, it is going to be so easy to clean. What I do is that I put all my makeup in the larger pouch, because one is a little bit smaller than the other one. I'll put all my makeup in here, and then in here I will put all my brushes, all my lip products, and like mascara and eyeliners and stuff like that. If you're just a minimalist kind of person and you just want like little bags to take with you, I think it's a really good quality product. I've had no issues with it. Along with that, and with any other makeup bag, I take this. So this is a little Sephora Mesh holder. So what I do is that I just clip it to the zipper, and then it goes well with any of my makeup bags. Really, I've been able to fit this in there. But yeah, this is how I take it. And in here, I put my beauty blenders or any beauty sponge. You can fit 2 beauty sponges in here. Then I have this bag, which is quite expensive. It's 45 bucks. Mine is all smushed because I had it in my suitcase. For me, this has been such a great travel bag, and it is I think it's the Pack It All organizer. It has a little handle, which is so cute. It's nice and cushiony. I said it's kind of squished, but once you start to fill it up, it will like get its structure again. And I don't know, I just think it's awesome. It's nice and padded. The top is padded and the bottom is padded, which is great. And then the fabric around is nice and thick. And even though it's fabric, I feel like it's pretty easy to clean. When you open it up, crap, it looks like this, and then here's a big section for all your brushes, and I can fit my full face of brushes here. And I love that the flap that you put over it has that same like plastic vinyl as the pouch is. I love that because again, all the gunk on your makeup brushes is going to be very easy to wipe away. And then in here it comes like this. You got a pouch, and then 2 larger pouches. And then you have all of this space. So you can pack things in here, put this over it, and you can still have space to close it. Or if you don't want to compartmentalize, did I say that right? Compartmentalize, oh my god. All of your makeup, you can like take, like let's say you want to just take your skincare in here and put the rest of your makeup around. It's just cool to have. Or if you just want to take one little pouch, I don't know. I think it's a really good bag, and even though it's been squished in my luggage, like super squished, super squished, I know that once I fill it up, it would go right back to size because it always does. Let's go ahead and get started with the products. So tools, I used a lot of brushes and stuff, but I was really into sponges this year. I washed them, so they're a little bit expanded, but these are my 3 favorites. So this is from Beauty Blender. It's the Sapphire one, and oh my god, it's just like, first of all, the color, it's beautiful, but it's so soft and nice and pointy. I don't know. I do feel like every beauty blender is different, and this one is just, it's 20 bucks. You don't have to pay this much for a sponge because there's really good ones at the drugstore, which I will show you. But I don't know, there's something special about this sponge. It's so good. And then I have the Loreal, I don't even know which one this is, but this is the pink one, the beauty sponge. And I've heard that they changed the sponge, and I haven't picked up a new one. I want to try it out, but I did hear that it's not as like soft as the original release, and I really hope that's not true because this is so nice. Absolutely love this sponge. It's so soft. It spreads out the product. It doesn't absorb way too much product. It's just amazing. And I love these little like wavy ones because you can like grip it nice and like bum, 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 bum. Oh, so good. And then this one, I think this is one of my all-time favorite sponges ever. This is the Flower Beauty Sponge. I do pick mine up at Walmart. It is so soft. Like, I think it's softer than the Beauty Blender. Or they're very, very similar. This one is a little bit less dense, but they're almost... It is the only sponge that I have felt that feels the closest to a beauty blender. It's so gentle and soft on your skin, and it is just the best drugstore sponge ever. And then I want to talk about Morphe. I think this is, no, I have one more Morphe product, but this, it took me like a while to get into, but first of all, it smells so good. This is the Continuous Setting Mist, and it's not a mist that, in my opinion, is for prolonging makeup. I feel like it is great to like just mesh all the makeup together and just give you like, it's the best finishing setting spray ever because it just kind of like, I don't know, it just makes everything look like filtered and soft and blended and just so pretty on the skin. It does give you a nice luminosity. It is a little bit dewy, so I have to be careful because I have oily skin, but honestly, it's one of the best finishing setting sprays I've ever tried. This is the Skindinavia, the makeup finishing spray in Bridal. Oh my god, if you want your makeup to last forever and to stay nice and not matte, but like just like perfect, the Bridal one is amazing. I totally recommend it. And then let's get into the makeup. I have a lot of stuff. So first of all, I want to start with brows because that's how I start my makeup. This is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I love this pencil. So this one has a spoolie. This is in the shade 3. I use this today for my brows, but it's that diamond shape, like a little teardrop shaped pen. And I just love the formula because it's not too waxy. It has just enough pigment and glide to like adhere to the brows and stay for a very, very long time. And then to set my brows, this is disgusting because it's so dirty. This is the Givenchy Mister Brow Groom in 01 Transparent. This is so good. It's expensive for the amount of product you get, but you use so little. Like I've been using this all year and look, I still have about half the product. It has a little tiny brush and the brush is kind of like feathered out. I don't know if you can see that, but I love setting my brows with this because I feel like it keeps the brows looking natural and like kind of fluffy and like feathery, but it doesn't make them look too refined, I guess. This one I feel like it's just enough where it still looks like hair, not like you put like a setting gel on it, you know? So I just think it's amazing. For eyeshadow primer, I have 3. This is just an oldie but a goodie. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Eden. It has a really nice like orange tint to it, not orange, yellow tint to it. So I feel like it cancels out the darkness on my eyelids and just gives me a even blank canvas, or an even canvas to work on. I do love that eyeshadow primer, but I do feel like when I use this, my eyeshadow lasts to like the next day. Not that you should have your makeup on till the next day, but that's how long it lasts. So this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in Light. Again, it has that like kind of yellowy tint. This one's a little bit, you can't really tell, but it's a little bit more peachy. My favorite primer was the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Primer. But the only thing I wish that one had was a little bit of a tint to it so that, you know, there wasn't so much darkness on my eye. So when they released this, I was super excited and I have been loving it. I think it is wonderful. And then I've mentioned this on my channel so many times. It is the best best glitter primer ever. I tried their pigment primer and I don't like it as much. I feel like this is way tackier. I use this today. I didn't use it because I only put like a shimmery shade in my inner corner, but when I go in with any shimmer shade, any glitter, basically anything that I want to adhere on my lid and look intense, I use this. With this, I feel like I can get the intensity and I can get the longevity of the wear on my eye, and it looks awesome. So this is the NYX Glitter Primer. This is the mascara I'm wearing today. I'm not wearing falsies. You could probably tell I'm not wearing falsies, but oh my god, this is, first of all, it feels so like luxurious and it's nice and weighted. But this is from Thrive Causemetics. This is the liquid lash extensions in the shade Brynn. It's just a black, but it's a tubing mascara, which this is the first tubing mascara I've ever used, and oh my god, I love it so much. So you know, mascara is super annoying to take off because it gets everywhere, blah blah blah. With this, you just rinse it off and it just comes right off. There's no mess, there's no black stuff everywhere all over your eye. It's just so easy to take off. And then on top of that, I just absolutely love the way it makes my lashes look. I feel like it gives me a nice mix of volume and length. It's not the most lengthening or the most volumizing mascara I've ever used, but it's so good like as a package that I love this mascara. Yeah, mascara. I love it so much. It goes with me every time I travel because I guess because it's tubing mascara, it doesn't smear on me or transfer. This is not waterproof, but it is very long wearing. When I go to Disney, this is the mascara that I use, and Florida's like freaking hot as heck and humid. It just wears so good. It's just so freaking good. Moving on to eyeliner, I have the Balm Schwing. By the way, I still stand by every single product that I've uploaded in my other best of beauty favorites. I think I have one for 2014, 2015, 2016. I stand by all those products. I was going through them because I didn't want to have duplicates. I don't think I have any, but I love all of those products. I said that weird, but I love all of those products. And Tom Ford eyeliner is still my tried and true, my baby. I love it. It's amazing. If you want to like have the best eyeliner day ever, that's the one to go to. It's super expensive, but I think it's worth it for my experience. Like the experience I've had with it, it's amazing. But the only thing I wish that eyeliner is a little bit more matte. So this has no shade. It's just the Schwing Black Liquid Eyeliner. And it's like one of these little eyeliners. But dude, this is so black. And this is like it's not a brush tip. It's more like a felt tip. It comes to such a nice sharp point that it is very easy to get super precise and like really in there. So yeah, once it dries, suckers on. And I also want to talk about lashes. So this has been like, I never thought I would want a black lash glue. I don't always want to wear eyeliner when I wear my lashes. So it has a little brush tip and I love it because I just put it on my lashes. I have to, you know, you have to work precisely with it. I wouldn't recommend a black lash glue or any toned lash glue for a beginner. I would go with one that dries clear. And then I don't know if you can still get these lashes. I don't know, but I love them. So I think these are the ones I was wearing in one of my last videos, but this is the Cake Face Beauty Kim Tai Lionhearted, I believe. Yeah, Lionhearted Falsies. They are not for the faint of heart at all. They are va-va-voom. They just glam up anything like times like 20. And then the other lashes that I was obsessed with, these are really like gunky. Please, oh my god, I feel embarrassed showing you guys. These are from Koko Lashes. These are in the style Flirty. They're like the Queen Bee lashes, which I love, but not as like long, like a toned down, more wearable form of that lash. I think for my small eyes, when I'm not wanting that like dramatic lash, but I still want to be like kind of glammed up, these have been my go-to. I need to get more because these look hideous. And then I want to talk about glittery products. This is from Stila. These are the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. I love these. I have almost every single shade. They're just so good. And I always apply them over the glitter primer because, again, my lids, but it also helps them not to flake off as much because they will flake a little bit. But this is the shade Diamond Dust, and you will not be able to see the beauty that is this. It is just like, oh, like a disco ball. Like it reflects silver, green, purple, pink. Oh, it's so nice. Let me see if I can show you a little bit. Can you see it a little bit better? Oh, it just looks silver. All of the shades of these glitter and glows are so good, and I love Kitten Karma, Smoldering Satin, Molten Midnight, just all of them. But just this year, Diamond Dust was like ride or die. Like I took it everywhere. Then this is from the Disney Designer Collection with Colourpop. This is in the shade High Ho. First of all, you can see the little castle, can you? Oh, it's so cute. I'm actually gonna show you guys the slip as well. I don't know if you can still get these, but I'm hoping that they'll keep restocking them because they continue to restock them. But oh my god, this shade is so beautiful. I put this over like any eyeshadow look when I just want to like zhuzh it up a little bit, because it doesn't have a lot of like base pigment, but it just gives this beautiful like glittery, glitzy look on the eyes. And then just to get out of the way, because I don't know if you can still get this. This is a lip product. I'm like totally skipping, but I just wanted to show this really quick. This is the Disney Designer Ariel lipstick. I mean, if you know me, Ariel is my favorite princess ever. And then Belle, the Ariel shade. Oh my god. It is like the perfect freaking nude. I love it. I wear it to the parks all the time. I love the Belle shade as well, but that's somewhere else in my room, and I'm just not gonna look for it now. But this is so beautiful. So let's go back into the eyeshadows. Let me start with what I'm wearing today, and this is from Alamar Cosmetics, and this is the Reina del Caribe Volume 1 palette. She just released Volume 2, which is awesome, but I haven't used it yet. I do have it. Can't wait to dip into that. But this is the eyeshadow palette that I'm wearing today. By the way, the new palette has a mirror. These are the amazing shades in this palette. Oh, it's such a good palette. If you love warm tone eyeshadows, if you like anything tropical, you need this, especially now. Like, we're in winter, but summer's right around the corner, girl. Don't play. This shade, El Malecón, oh my god. This shade is out of this. Look at that. The quality is amazing. It blends amazing. Great pigment, great wearing great wearing power, and just, dude, you killed it, Gabby. Like, you killed it. This is so good. So yeah, I love this brand. I don't know, this brand makes my heart smile. Okay, next I want to talk about this, and this is from the drugstore, and I just think that these are so good. These are the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow palettes. I think it was earlier last year, they like remade all the eyeshadow palettes. Was that even last year? I don't know. They remade all of them, and they made them into these little palettes. It used to be like a square thing, and it was like pretty much all shimmer shades, and now they added like transition shades and just nice matte shades, crease shades, to be able to complete like a full look. Look at that. That is so nice. If you are on a budget, or if you're not on a budget, these are definitely eyeshadows to look at, because I think the quality is amazing. These are the Huda Beauty Obsessions palette. My two favorite ones are the Smoky Obsessions and the Warm Brown Obsessions. Duh. Like, look at this. It has a mirror, and it's so tiny. I have tiny hands, and like almost fits in the palm of my hand. You get 9 eyeshadows, and it blends really nicely. I love every single eyeshadow. I love that you have so many matte warm tone shades. Only the gold shade is shimmery, which I love mattes. The Smoky Obsessions has much more shimmers. It's more neutral, obviously, much more of a smoky palette. Look at that silver. Where is it? Right there. Take these two palettes, and they're so tiny, and they don't take up a lot of space, and I can do so much with these two palettes. This baby is so good. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. This is like the original. Like, this doesn't even have like the shiny finish, because like they redid the packaging, so mine is all dirty. This fits in here. See? You can put it all the way at the bottom, and then you can put other products on top. Anyway, I've traveled with this like crazy. I have like it's a warm tone lover's dream. It blends so good. The pigment is amazing. The longevity, because I have, you know, sometimes eyeshadows just like disappear. It's just such an amazing palette. Honestly worth every single penny. If you want to get into makeup, if you like these type of shades, this is definitely a product that I recommend. I'm sure you've seen a million tutorials of these. They're all over the internet. Swatches, people talking crap, people loving it. It's just so freaking good. And I don't know, I can't say enough good things about it. So I have used the crap out of this, and I will continue using the crap out of it, and I will continue traveling with it and living my best life with it because I love it so much. Okay, I want to talk about this beauty because I would have talked about her last year in the 2017 Best of Beauty Favorites, but I never filmed one. But this is from Colored Rain. This is the Queen of Hearts palette. Oh my god. Like, hello. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I mean, there are very dupable shades. You probably have this in your collection, to be honest, but I love having the setup of it. I love having it all in one palette, and I love the formula. They have a very nice formula. The colors blend beautifully. Great pigment, and they just work together really well. Again, if you want to try out the formula, if you're interested, if you haven't tried this out yet and you're curious, I think it's like a great buy. I think it's totally worth it. I really love this. This is from Dose of Colors, the Desi and Katie collection. This is the Francation palette. I've traveled with this a lot, which is why I'm mentioning it, because every look that I've created with this palette I have loved. And one of the things I like the most, and I think Samantha Ravindal, she spoke about it, and it's so true, is the way that these eyeshadows work like together. That's one. That's the other. Oh my god, look at that. If you blend them together, like, you just get really cool shades. Like this green, if you add, let's say, a little bit of the shade down here, you just create different shimmer shades. I really like this shade, Just a Kiss. This is definitely more of a topper. My hand is still a little bit wet from wiping it, but I like that because you can really see opacity, because most of the time it's just like the top right here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a little like sparkly frost for your eyes. But if you wet it, it's a lot more intense. I don't know. This palette is really nice. So this palette, when I first tried it, I felt like I like it a lot. It's really nice. The quality is amazing. Like, holy crap. At the same time, because there's so much hype around it, I wasn't sure if I was as excited as I thought it would be. But the more I used it, the more I loved it, and it is definitely one of my staples when I travel, because you have everything you need when it comes to matte eyeshadows. And I'm talking about the Viseart Neutral Matte Palette. It's a very nice starter palette. It is super overpriced. I don't know, I absolutely love traveling with this palette, and I love that you have your essentials. Sometimes I will literally travel with this, and if I want like more of a sheen, I'll just use the highlighter that I'm using on my face. I'll use that for my lid along with this. So it's just a good staple to have if you think it would be worth the money for you. Now I'm kind of cheating with this palette because it recently was released, I think it's September, but it's so good and it's so expensive. But I love Natasha Denona. I love this freaking palette. This is the gold palette. It's super shiny, so you still get that little insert. Some people hate it. I don't really care. Okay, look, if you have the money for it, if you are like dying to try a Natasha Denona palette, if you want to try a little bit of color, if you are into these kinds of tones which are a little bit neutral, a little olive kind of, look, just don't think about it. You're gonna love it. Like, you're gonna love it. Go on Beautylish. If you need to get a payment plan, do it. Again, only if you can afford it. Like, girl, pay your bills first, you know? This color over here, this color over here, just every freaking color. This one over here I love so much because it's, again, it's like a topper. Oh. And then the mattes, like, hello, look at this mustardy green. I love these kinds of shades. Like, look at that. That is a dream for me. Look at that. And pigmented and blendable. and just bomb. Like, this palette blew my mind. It reminded me of why I fell in love with Natasha Denona to begin with. Okay, so now that we're done with all the eyeshadow stuff, oh, this video is so long, let's get into face products. So I want to start off with pretty much everything that's on my face right now. First off is the Too Faced Prime and Peachy Cooling Matte Primer. This smells so good. It feels really nice on your skin. I feel like it's nice and mattifying. I also love the Fenty Beauty one. Crap, I should have brought, whatever. Fenty Beauty, that primer is awesome. But I love this primer because I feel that it hydrates my skin. It's not super mattifying. It gives me like a nice satin finish for most of the day. I think it's a great product. The foundation I'm wearing today, it's the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. It's supposed to be oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and photo-friendly. Definitely looks great in pictures. I don't know if I would say 14-hour wear, but I do feel like it is very long wearing. At least 8 to 10 hours on my oily skin. And it does do a nice job of not making me look like a freaking grease ball after. But I don't feel like it sucks the life out of my skin. I think it's a really nice foundation. I just really like the Too Faced Peach line. I think it's really good. I love that it's like squeezy and it has a pump. It is a great foundation. I'm in the shade Warm Nude. And then another product that I've been using a lot of, which is what I use to set my face today, it's the Too Faced Peach Perfect mattifying loose setting powder. This is so good. It smells so good. It is so flawless. It gives like a soft focus finish to your skin. It is very mattifying, but it's not, for my skin, it's not extremely drying. I think that if you have really dry skin, this is not gonna, you're gonna feel like, if you have normal to combo oily skin, you would love this because it just makes your skin look like a soft focus. It makes it look all like pretty and stuff, and it's really nice and mattifying. And I can use this under my eyes, I can use this all over my face. I also want to talk about this little bad boy, which I love. This is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I love this. It smells like my childhood. Like there's something in this, but every time I put it on, it just makes me happy. It smells so good, kind of like fruity, kind of bubblegummy, kind of delicious. I love using this as a moisturizer, not as a primer. I have this on my face today as my moisturizer, but I love using this as a moisturizer, and then I go in with my primers and stuff because it's not too emollient. It sinks into the skin fairly quickly, and it is hydrating without being greasy or like sitting on my skin. I really love this. Another powder is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have Fair and then Light, or Fair Light or something. This is really good. It sets your face without leaving you too dry. It leaves a beautiful finish. The back says that it's a mineral-based formula that helps control shine and smooth skin's texture. Lightweight translucent coverage, fresh natural look. I would agree. I think it definitely helps to control shine. It has a really nice color selection for different skin tones, which is great. And I love the finish it gives on my skin. It's not too heavy. It's just a really great powder. For concealer, Tarte Shape Tape. I still use Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I still use the same ones, but I really do love this one. I haven't been using it for very long, but I do love it. I love the way that it feels on the skin. This is the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. This is in the shade 2. When you put it on the skin, it just feels nourishing and hydrating and like lightweight, and it blends like that. Like you just go da da da, boop, you're good. It's so blendable. It has really nice coverage, but it is that kind of concealer that you can use every day. And it's not like Tarte Shape Tape where like, I feel like that concealer looks better with a full face because it is so heavy. I think that if you have a drier under eye, you were really gonna like this. I don't find that it creases much on me. It just feels good on the skin. I really love the wand because it's like the Urban Decay one, the naked one. It just feels so cooling. It's so cool. It has that flexibility, which I love because I feel like it gets under the contours like of your eyes and around your nose. Let's go to bronzers. I only have 2 to talk about. I still love my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It is still one of the best bronzers ever. But These are two that I wear when I don't want to think about like my bronzer looking weird. I just want things to work. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in 104 Tantastic. It's from the coconut line. I am so glad they made this permanent because this is one of the best bronzers ever. So you get this huge mirror, which is why I love to travel with it, because a lot of times I would just use this mirror to do my makeup. So it looks a lot more light and cool tone. But it is the bronzer that I'm wearing today. It's the only bronzer that I'm wearing today. And on my skin, you can't see absolutely anything. But it does build really nicely, and it gives your skin this beautiful like sun-kissed look. The formula is amazing. It blends, it wears really long, and it doesn't like get like patchy throughout the day. It's just an amazing bronzer. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion Undetectable Ultra Natural and Waterproof Bronzer. This is in the shade 20M. I don't know why they put the freaking shade like microscopic. I love the color. Obviously it's a bronzer, but it's not super warm. I feel like it gives me enough definition that I don't contour. I don't contour all the time. I just normally go in with bronzer, and I love this bronzer because like in Disney World, for example, when I'm sweating or throughout the days of the hot summer days in Florida, it really withstands the heat. It really fights against my oils, which is awesome. And it's one of those bronzers that just look like skin, which is another reason why I love the Marc Jacobs one. But it's one of those bronzers that if I just want to look as like I woke up like this as possible, this is one of the bronzers I go for, because it just kind of like becomes one with your skin, and you can't really detect powder. I think it's because it's more of like that gel formula. And then I have a lot of blushes, so I'm gonna go through them fairly quickly. To start off, I want to mention the Jouer Adore Blush Duo in the shade Adore Me and Hold Me. So you can't really see them, but it's like this super beautiful compact, first of all. And my light is like washing everything out. And you have a more peachy color and then like a more nude for my skin tone nude, and this is amazing. It looks so beautiful on the skin, blends gorgeous, color lasts a really long time, and I sometimes wear them separate or I mix them both in, but it's just a really nice formula. I don't have a lot of Jouer products, but this is one that I really enjoy. And then the blush I'm wearing today is this one from Flower Beauty. This is the Flower Pots Powder Blush in Peach Primrose. It's like all the warmth that's on my cheek. It's so pigmented, you have to be careful. I went a little bit heavy-handed, but I love it. It's a matte blush, and I just love peachy blushes. They're amazing. You're gonna see a pattern here because I have a few more. One from Loreal, and this is more of like a peachy nude, and it's the Buildable Blush in Prism. It's such a beautiful blush. It is definitely more pigmented than it is buildable. You have to go in with a really light hand, but it has like this beautiful finish to it. It's like a satin matte kind of finish. I have two from Bare Minerals. It's the same formula, just different shades. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Powder Blush. I have that peach though, which is a beautiful freaking peach. It's so nice. And then I also have the shade Beige 4 Days, kind of like a bronzer shade. Like I feel like this is the perfect shade if you just want like a bronze look, but you want to add a little hint of color. I feel like this is awesome. The formula is so creamy, so pigmented, and I love bronze. I love blushes that just kind of like blend into your bronzer and look like one with the skin. I have two from Burt Bees. Again, same formula, different shades. These are the Burt Bees blushes. These came out this year. This is in the shade Toasted Cinnamon. It's beautiful. I love it. It's such a beautiful shade. And then I have the shade Bare Peach, which again, it's just a peachy color. Peachy. It's peachy. And it's my kind of blush. These are my kind of blushes, if you can't tell. I like either very nude, very bronzy looking, or like peach. Those are like my go-tos. These two look very similar. They are different, but like barely different. But the formula is a little bit different. But they're both amazing. I also have NARS Madly because this is just like the perfect everyday, goes with everything kind of look. You don't even have to think about it. It doesn't look like much in the pan at all, but on the skin, it's like the perfect nude blush. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's like a safe blush if you just want to not even think about it, not worry about it matching with your makeup. It's just, it's such a staple. And then I also have a Tom Ford blush. This is the Tom Ford Cheek Color Blush in 02 Love Lust. It is peachy, corally. It has like a gold sheen to it. When I put it on my freaking face, I just love the way it looks. And it doesn't accentuate texture or anything like that, so I really like it. I also want to try the shade Inhibition, but yeah, it's a very expensive blush. But I did want to mention it because I really did enjoy it. Okay, highlights. I don't have that many. I mean, I have a lot, but not that many. So I have one from Ofra. This is in the shade Blissful. This is so intense. Can you... Oh, I'm gonna dim the light. Like, look at that. Oh my god. This is super reflective. This will emphasize a little bit of texture. And if you're not into a super beaming highlight, you're not gonna love this. And then something a little bit more subdued. I love this. I'm so glad they made this permanent because it was initially limited edition. But this is the NARS Hot Sand highlighter. It's like this beautiful, reflective, like, oh my god, it's so pretty. And it's definitely something that you can build up, or you can just wear like a really light wash of it and it doesn't look too intense. So for the glow that I'm wearing today, these are amazing. This is from Pixie. This one is in the shade A Delicate Dew. So they come with, each of them come with 2 shades. I'm gonna dim the lights because you're not gonna be able to see this. So I'm sorry for the darkness, but I really want you guys to see how beautiful these are. Oh, you still can't see them. So this is the darker one. This one's called Subtle Sunrise. So you have a lighter shade. It's what I'm wearing on my face. I just mixed both of them. This is definitely intense, like super intense. So I love that you get those 2 shades, or you can mix them together. And then this one is the, by the way, the Glowy Gossamer Duos. So yeah, and you get 8.3 grams of product. But anyway, even though these look similar, this is the lighter one. So these 2 up here is the pinkier. You can tell they both just kind of have a hint of a pinkier undertone. And then this is the other duo. They are so good. And then of course, oh, you need this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in collaboration with Amrezy highlighter. This is heavenly. This is limited edition, so it was released earlier this year and they brought it back. I have a backup. I might get a backup of a backup because I don't know what I'm gonna do when this goes away. But this is such an amazing highlighter. I really hope they make this permanent. But look at this. It's like, I love that wavy texture. I love wearing it in my inner corner, on my lid, as a highlighter. It's so freaking beautiful. Honestly, Amrezy, you just, girl, you killed it. You killed it. This should be a permanent part of the Anastasia Beverly Hills freaking collection. Like, this is so beautiful. Oh, look at that finish. Oh my god, girl. When I do travel, like just overnight, or when I am just going to like somebody's house or need to get ready in the car, whatever, like I mentioned before, I love taking this little guy. He smells so good. This is the Tarte Hamptons Weekender palette. It has a little mirror. Look how cute. Look how cute. Granted, this is not going to work for every skin tone. You get a blush, a highlight, and like a contour kind of powder. We're going to be able to see it very well there. But the highlight is beautiful. The blush is gorgeous. You see what they look like? It's so pretty. Oh my god, I'm never going to finish. Okay, no, I am. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So let's just finish up with lip products. I have quite a lot, but not as many as most years. And they are all pretty much nude with the exception of one. I was really into nude colors, like really easy lip colors this year. So let me start off with the lip combo that I have on right now. This lip liner is amazing. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in 1993. Look at that. It just looks good with pretty much everything that I put on. Another thing that I love about this is that it is very, very long lasting. The 24/7 lip liners wear like almost all day. They aren't drying, at least not on me. and it's just one of the best lip liner formulas I've ever tried. The lipstick I'm wearing is this little bad boy, which I love. This is my Tom Ford lipstick in the shade Sable Smoke. It's number 14, Sable Smoke. And I'm gonna apply a little bit more. Actually, no, it's still on. I mean, I've been talking for a long time and it's still going strong. But let's just apply a little bit more. When you first apply this, it has like more of a creamy finish, but it dries down to like a semi-matte kind of finish, and then at least this color does. This formula is so good. I have a few of the Tom Ford lipsticks and every single one just feels really nice on the lips, but it doesn't feel heavy, and it wears really nicely. They are so expensive. This is my favorite color, and I love it. I love the way it wears. I love the way it looks. I love the way it makes my lips feel. It is not drying. It doesn't set onto my lines, and it's weird. I can eat and everything, and it'll still be on there, and it'll fade nicely. It's just such an amazing formula. That is Sable Smoke. It's like a really pretty peachy nude with a little bit of a brown hint. Oh, I love it. I actually have like a lot of glossy products because I've really been into glosses this year. This is it's like a moisturizing balm with a tint. This is from Fresh, right? It's the Sugar Honey tinted lip treatment. It has an SPF of 15. These smell so good. It's this one right here. It's, as you can see, it's like a really pretty, it has a beautiful tint. And it's just an easy color to throw on your lips, especially when your lips are feeling dry. It's very moisturizing. I love that it has an SPF, and the formula is amazing. And again, I don't think this is new, but it's new to me and I'm loving it. These were released this year for sure. This is from Marc Jacobs. This is the Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Stick, and I have the shade Sugar Sugar and Mocha Chocolate. So it's super cool because it looks like they're glosses. So you lift it and it's a little lipstick. It's so cool. So the only thing I don't like is that once you wind it up, you cannot bring it back down, which is dumb, but whatever. It just gives your lips these beautiful sheen, glossy sheen of color. Right here we have Sugar Sugar, which is more of a nudie, like a vanilla nude. And then this is Mocha Chocolate. Do you see that gloss? They're so nice. And then they have like that minty smell, just like their Enamored lip glosses. Speaking of their lip glosses, this is the Marc Jacobs High Shine Gloss Lip Lacquer. Sorry. This is the shade Skin Deep. So this is just a gloss, but it is an amazing gloss. Okay, I love it. Oh, it's the perfect pinky rosy nude with, I don't know, it has like, it's perfect. I can't even describe this shade, but it has a nice pigment. The Marc Jacobs lip glosses are really, really good, but that shade over all the other shades I have, that shade is definitely my favorite. Speaking of a gloss that's like pigmented, you can wear it on its own, is this one from Anastasia. And I can't find the full size, I don't know where I put it, but this is in the shade Toffee, and I love this color. It's very similar to the Marc Jacobs one. It's just a little bit more pink, but it is so pretty. It has a beautiful shine, and this is the most amazing gloss ever. Fenty Beauty, girl. Rihanna, girl. I mean, you're probably never gonna see this, but damn. Okay, these are amazing. So this is the first one she released in the shade Fenty Glow. This is her gloss bombs, and first of all, the price is amazing. You get so much product, but beyond that, the formula is phenomenal. It is the most comfortable, moisturizing, hydrating, glossy deliciousness ever. This is Fenty Glow. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, and this works for every skin tone. It is absolutely crazy how she does that. Then she released this baby. This is Diamond Milk, and girl, it's exactly what it looks like, Diamond Milk. It has a whole bunch of glitter, but it's never gritty. This will take any lipstick. If you top it, this will just take it to another freaking level. It's crazy. And then the most recent one she released is the pinkiest one out of all, and this is in the shade Fussy. That's all three, if you like pinky nudes. So this is Fussy, Diamond Milk, and Fenty Glow. That's just stained. Do you see that wet? Oh my god, girl. Listen, those are just the most amazing glosses of all time. Very comfortable, very easy to put on. I love the doe foot applicator. I just love everything about these, and I will wear them like crazy forever and ever and ever, and they are amazing. I just, my favorite glosses ever. And then the last gloss that I have is from Buxom. This is Tried and True. This is in the shade White Russian. This is a classic, man. It is that milky pink gloss. Makes your lips look super juicy and plump. This definitely has a cooling sensation. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. But look at that gloss. It's like wet. They're very long lasting. They are a little tiny bit tacky, but that's what makes them super long lasting on the lips. And then finally we have some liquid lipsticks. So Dose of Colors has one of my all-time favorite liquid lipstick formula, and this is a shade that I always gravitate to. Like, look at that. This is the shade Truffle. It is so good. They're so comfortable on the lips, very opaque, but not drying, not too drying. They're very long lasting. I love these. I also love, I didn't put it because I didn't want to be redundant, but I love the Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks. Stepping Out is my favorite shade, but every shade from that collection is phenomenal. But I've mentioned that in other videos. I didn't want to mention it again, but those liquid lipsticks are so bomb. But yeah, Dose of Colors is amazing. And then Galactic. I've mentioned these before as well, but it's the colors that like own my heart this year. So I have the shade Bashful and I have the shade Spice. So these are the matte lip paints from Galactic. Galactic is such an like it gets enough recognition, but not as much as I feel like it deserves. These smell heavenly, by the way. But these are the two colors. So this is Bashful. Wait, no. This is Bashful. And this is Spice. Can you tell my kind of color love? Like, this is my color palette. But I love that formula. Again, it's more of that whipped formula. So it is not very drying on the lips, but it does dry matte. It is very long lasting. And it does wear for a really long time. These are like cement for your lips. These are the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink liquid lipsticks. Oh my god, they are so long wearing. These can feel a little bit drying on your lips. Like, you can definitely feel that you have something on, but I will say they are very long lasting. Like, these are probably one of the most long lasting liquid lipsticks I have. I don't think everybody loves them because it can be so intense and so difficult to remove, but for me, I love them. These are just the two shades that I've worn the most. This shade is Seductress, and then this one is Pioneer, which is the most amazing red. These are them. Oh my god, Seductress and Pioneer. Look at how amazing those two shades are. These do take a little bit to dry, but once they dry, they are not coming off. They are completely kiss proof. They are transfer proof, and they will wear a really long time. But they could be a little bit dry, just keep that in mind. But for me, these are amazing. And that brings this video to an end. This very long video. Thank you guys so much if you stuck to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed the products that I enjoyed for the year of 2018. So please make sure to subscribe before you leave. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up if it was useful or if it was fun or whatever, and make sure to leave me your comments down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.